Hello, and welcome. My name is Nick. I am once again sitting across from Q, and we are here to save the universe. We are so glad that you've joined us, however that may be, whether you're watching us on YouTube, hello to the camera, and hello to YouTube, or how maybe you're listening to us by way of your favorite podcast app, whatever that might be as well. So, Quentin, please stop making weird faces at the audience.
Yeah. A little weird, bud.
We, as always, are joined by our lovely and vivacious producer, Jeffrina. How are you, Jeffrina?
Doing okay.
Doing okay. Okay's, you know, I'm just not, there's no follow-up. Okay's okay with me. So usually we do this, we've done this in the morning. We've recorded this in the afternoon around lunch. As I look at my watch right now, it is 10:21 p.m. We tried to record this podcast about 8:30. We tried again about 9:15, 9:30, and we've kept having sound issues and then other issues.
And I fixed it.
Yes, and then whatever.
There we go.
So it is now 10:15 at night, and we are recording a podcast. So I'm scared of where this next half hour is going to go. Really, really scared. And so there's probably going to be a whole lot of just kind of sit back and see what happens. We have a special guest tonight. We haven't had a guest on the show in a while, so I'm really, really excited. That beautiful hunk of man meat right there, that is Jason Simpson. Say hello to everybody, Jason.
Hi.
Jason.
How's everyone doing? Good.
Jason, if you don't know Jason kind of runs the city that we live in.
That is true.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's one of the most networked men I know.
No, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, there's no doubt about that whatsoever.
And look at that hair.
Oh, I know. It's pristine.
It's crazy.
It is talk about the hair again.
It's 10:30.
We talked about it the last
It's
time.
10:30 at night, and he has perfect hair.
Absolutely. And it's been because it hasn't moved since 7 o'clock this morning from that spot. Yeah.
You use hairspray?
No, I
Yes,
use
you do.
gel.
Oh my gosh.
My wife picks me up gel from Walmart.
How many times a day do you put
That's
it
not
on?
just gel.
One time a day.
Brush
in
your-
the morning.
brush your-
Me and Coop. Me and my
Brush
son.
your comb.
My hands.
You do that with your... No.
Natalie, confirm this
There's
later.
no way.
With my hands.
I don't believe that.
I promise you.
I
will
believe-
show you, boys.
I don't believe it either.
I will show you how to do it.
Well, I look forward to that. Please show me how to do that, Jason. Thank
Well,
you.
you have no hair. You have no hair.
Maybe I can do it with my beard.
That's why you're wearing a hat.
Yes. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing a hat.
Can we talk about why Quentin's got his hat backwards tonight? It's really weird to me. He's got a white shirt on, white long sleeve shirt on, like thermal shirt, with his hat on backwards.
I have also been asked to wear. He wears, because we're on video as well. It creates a shadow over your face. I've actually been asked to turn my hat around backwards. I just can't do it. I can't make myself do it.
Okay.
Hey,
So you're taking
jealousy.
up for him. Okay.
Hey, jealousy.
It's a great song. Please don't sing anymore. We might have to buy the rights. That was "Hey Jealousy" by Quentin Williams. You wrote that, right?
Anyway, I'm happy to be here, guys.
We are glad you're here.
I really appreciate
You are a
inviting me.
fellow
I'm
Blunt-
so excited.
You are a fellow Blunt Countyan. We are from the
Yes.
we are from the same county, even
Yes.
though I left there probably 10 years before you were in high school.
Right. Here we go.
yeah.
This is good. Let's
Yeah.
talk about Blount County.
Yeah.
So
Blount County gets a bad rap, but it's not.
No.
it's not as bad. There's really good people in Blount County.
There are some
Nick.
really, really good
I-
people in
I
Blount County.
promise
My
you.
parents, for one, and
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Of course, your parents have now moved into Marshall County,
Right,
wi-
right
along
across
with
the
you.
street from me. Actually.
Yeah, how's
It's
that,
a
by the way?
blessing. It's a blessing.
Is it?
It's a true blessing.
Is that what you
Yeah.
call it? Is that what you
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah, it's a blessing. Anyway, back to Blount County.
Don't you wish your parents moved right across the street from you?
I don't. I really don't.
No?
No. No, like I'm in a situation now where my mom calls me about once a week, and the only reason she calls me is because my wife has called and told on me for something. And my mom has agreeing with her and calling to tell me to do whatever my wife says, pretty
That's not
much.
fair. Your wife should not be able to team up with your mom.
No, but they do all the time.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, here's the deal. It's a really good thing if your wife gets along with your mother-in-law, with your mom.
Yeah,
It's
it
a great
has to
thing.
happen.
But
It has to happen.
But
Yeah.
to a point like that, when they get like too good of friends, it's like it's not good for me.
True.
Yeah.
True. When that happens, it's definitely not
Yeah,
good for you.
it's not.
Yeah.
Jeff,
It's
is
not.
your dad and your wife good friends?
I'm cutting this part out no matter what. they listen to this, and it's weird.
I'm kidding.
No, you can't. You can't get that out. That's one of the best lines in the whole thing.
Passed out. I start seeing stars. Oh, I'm just kidding. Man.
But I mean, if you can, I think it's great to have a good relationship with your in-laws.
That is true.
And your parents as well, because we actually just got back. We actually just got back from vacation with my parents, and we were there for a week.
Where did you go?
We went to Destin, Florida.
God.
Yeah, on the beach. Yeah, played some golf. Yeah, it was good.
Get
It
some
was good.
COVID.
Good time.
Get some
we
COVID,
didn't.
yeah.
We like normally we would go out to eat and do all those things when we were on vacation. But
Who did you play golf
It was
with?
pretty much just takeout. My dad.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad is 66 years old and still kicks my butt.
Does your brother
At
play
golf.
with you?
Really?
He doesn't. No, Ryan, my brother kind of gave up golf.
I didn't know if he played. I've never asked that question. I didn't know if he played or not.
He did, and he was actually pretty good, but he just kind of gave it up.
I
don't know why.
imagine that your brother is good at anything he sets his mind to. Pretty much.
He can be, yeah, kind of frustrating. Because like I
He's
felt
that
like,
guy.
well, I felt like I practiced like a lot at golf, and I'm still not that good. And he didn't, and was better than me, and it was frustrating.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like so yeah. My brother was a really good pitcher in his school. Hurt his elbow his senior year, or he would have played college ball. So yeah,
Did he? So he went to the city school also.
yeah, Aniana,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that
Interesting.
the Superior.
Is Aniana really
Yeah.
considered a city?
Yeah, they
We
are.
were Aniana. It was Aniana City School. We're the only city school. The rest is on our county schools in Blount County. So
yeah. So they had
nobody really cared for us.
They had the Walmart, right? So
We did.
so they were the school with all the money.
I tell you what the most impressive thing to me about Aniana, this is not I'm not ribbing here. This is legit. Is there was like 3 decent parks in Aniana.
yeah, there are.
For a city that's not that big.
Yeah.
Nick, can you name those 3 parks?
3 decent parks.
Woodland Park.
Okay.
That's actually where I used to go to Cub Scouts.
Okay.
Yeah. So Palisades
Nice.
Park.
Palisades.
Palisades
yes,
Park is great.
I love Palisades.
Some great trails. A lot of people really love to come and rappel at Palisades
It's-
Park. It's got a
Absolutely.
really
Rock
nice
climb,
bluff and
rock
everything. Yeah,
climbing.
and rock
Didn't we
climbing.
hike at Palisades, me and you one time?
I think that was actually you and Rena.
Oh,
I think
that was me and you.
I think I got invited and couldn't come. But yeah,
we had a good time there.
Yeah.
was
I don't
fun.
remember. I don't.
Real fun.
I don't know the third park. I was just thinking there was
What?
2. Is there 3?
Palisades is all I know.
Just
I'll be
the one
honest.
that's got like the swimming pool and stuff.
Oh, you're talking the rec center.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have. I mean, they got.
It's not a park. It's a rec center.
Well, I mean, it is. They got like a playground. They got
They
like
do.
a
They
swimming,
do.
so-
That's
Okay,
true. And the rec
okay.
center wasn't near as nice as it is now. When
you
I
can
left
see
there.
Palisades Park from Highway 75.
You can.
FYI. It's
Yeah.
great at Christmas.
Yes, it is. A lot. The whole place.
unbelievable.
It's
Yes.
really, really cool. Yeah, I actually we do.
Susan Moore has Jack
We've done a lot
Squat.
of family. Susan
Are
Moore
you kidding me?
What has Susan Moore got?
got the crossroads, man. 278, 75, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got McDonald's. We've got a really good football team. Nick.
Eh.
You remember when we went to the hot springs in Oregon, Q?
Why are you bringing that up?
The hot springs in Oregon.
Why are you bringing that up?
That's total opposite of
funny
Susan
story.
Moore. FYI.
You
What?
have, you have hot springs in Susan Moore?
They do not.
We've got the Blue Hole.
I've been in Blue Hole.
No, you haven't.
I promise.
Bull
It's-
crap.
It's on a person's private
I do
property,
not, but
and you have to hike back there, and you can jump off.
You promise
I
you've been
promise.
there?
I was working at Food World when I was a junior in high school, and there was these 2 Mormon guys that lived in Douglas that worked with me, and then there was this girl named Caroline who had tattoos and like was missing 3 teeth, but she was kind of fun.
what was her last name?
And then this girl named Dominique, who I think was French.
we don't do last name.
Anyway,
All I know is people by
anyway,
their last name.
One day they were. Oh, sorry. One day they were like, "Let's go to the Blue Hole." I was like, "Okay."
You loved it, didn't you?
I don't jump off things.
Were there 47
Okay.
naked people there?
I went swimming. No, there was not 40-something naked people there.
I think I need to hear this hot spring story sometime. I don't know that I've heard the hot
Yeah,
spring
let's talk
story.
about it and talk about the swim we took to the waterfall. You want to talk about that,
I
Jeff?
don't care. I almost drowned. It's funny.
You did, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I literally had to swim out in the middle of that.
You didn't have to do anything. I did it all myself.
I was right beside you, being like, "Hey, let's go over here to these rocks," because you were drowning. You were right at that moment where I was like, "I'm gonna have to be that guy that like grabs you behind the head and drags you as I swim one armed."
Once again, we started recording this podcast at 10:20 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's going to.
We decided to go to Hot
it's gonna
Springs. I've never
take
been to
some
Hot
time.
Springs. We decided to go to Hot Springs when we lived in Oregon. Thought this would be a fun experience.
Yeah.
So how
go-
far was that from Eugene?
30-minute drive maybe.
Yeah.
We drive up the
Okay.
mountains to Hot Springs. You pay to go to it, so we had to pay like it wasn't a lot, $10 or something. You walk down this trail for a little hike, maybe half a mile, I don't know, and then you get the Hot Springs. As we get there, there's some dude just laid out right there in front of us on this, right beside it. Not even in the hot springs. He's just laying beside the hot springs, like completely naked. And apparently everybody in the hot springs is naked. Like, and it was very awkward.
There's like.
Did y'all have any? Did y'all have any, was there any way of knowing this before you went? Or
No.
was this-
No.
I mean, if you just knew Eugene, you should have just figured it. But
Yeah.
One of our friends was with us who should have known, and he didn't. Ethan didn't even know it was
yeah.
like that. So, like, we like had this awkward moment where we're like, do we get in the hot springs with our clothes on? Do we take our clothes off and get in the hot springs? Like, it was this real awkward moment where we didn't know what to do. I think Jeff like didn't even engage in the conversation. He just walked off, wandered off at some point.
Probably.
Like, just kind of went back down the trail a little bit. So ultimately, we decided not to get in the hot springs, and we decided to go hike back down the trail. And there was this really pretty like mountain lake with a waterfall all the way at the end of it. And so I was like, well, let's just swim across this lake and go to the waterfall. We already paid to be over here. And so we decided to do that. And that's when I thought Jeff was going to die. Like, I really thought it's been one of those moments where I'm having to drag somebody.
So this was one of those situations where, like, not far from land, you're not being able to touch the ground anymore.
Oh,
and
no.
You're having actual.
I don't know
swim.
what's
Yeah.
going on in his head, but I was trying not to freak out. Because
I wasn't freaked out. Like
You
I was
wasn't?
just
Okay.
tired.
Okay. Well, good. Because I was trying to stay calm because I wanted him to stay calm.
So me almost dying. The only thing I remember that day is like 17 people completely naked looking at us while we were just standing there contemplating what to do. Like one guy was just like, oh my gosh. I wish I could just paint the mental picture.
And me and Jason are glad you can't. And so are all of our listeners and all of our viewers.
Yeah.
You made the whole swim, though, right?
Heck yeah, I did.
Yeah. So he survived it.
I can't swim. I'm homeschooled,
So
man.
they were- you said 17 people were naked.
No, all of them were. There was like 40 or 50 people there. Just,
That's
but
so
the whole
weird.
eye contact thing is the thing that bothered me the most. Like it's like they're judging us for being clothed, and
Was there kids there, too?
yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
weird.
weird.
There was kids
Yeah,
there
that's-
too.
no,
It
that
was
is
odd.
weird.
It
There
was
were kids
that
there?
is
And
Oh,
the,
yeah.
And the kids also weren't wearing clothes?
It's very odd.
Oh,
man.
that's creepy.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
It
Eugene's
was
so
not
weird.
what I expected with a hot springs. I thought we'd go in our swimming trunks, all get in here and just kind of talk and like hang out and be like a hot
Yeah.
tub.
Yeah,
But
just
no,
a giant hot
with
tub.
the family.
It was different. Apparently, like if you're going to get in the earth
How big-
hot water,
how- so-
you got to do
You
it
gotta
without
be
your
naked.
clothes
how
on.
how big was the so-called like pool at the hot
There was
springs?
like 3 pools that like
They
kind
were
of
pretty big. Like,
Yeah.
but like they were all the people were crowded around like the entrance. So like there wasn't like off in the distance people. It was like they were all blocking.
If you got-
so
wanted to
none
be
of
a
these
normal
naked
person.
people could actually have the common decency to actually get in the water.
No, they were in the water, but it was crowded enough that if you decide to get in, there'd be a naked person within 5 feet of you. That you'd be looking in the eyes, going, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah. That's weird.
Because you have to look them in the eye.
Oh yeah.
There's,
Absolutely.
you cannot be wondering.
I mean, I try to like cut through. Like I try to cut through the general awkwardness. I mean, I remember like as we got there's like a little wooden fence as we like walked up to it that you could like because we were leaning against it. And I remember like one person looked at us and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And you're like. It's weird saying, "Hey, what's up?" to a totally naked guy. It's like, but you're just trying to keep it normal. Like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
And he's like, gives you a little head nod. Like, all right,
So awkward.
it's weird, man. And like as we're walking back down the trail, multiple more people walking up there.
Oh yeah.
Like it was, I don't know. I walked into a restaurant one day and there was a lady topless in a restaurant in Eugene.
which I believe is perfectly legal.
Was she
It's
like
legal.
sitting down and eating?
Yeah, she was eating lunch.
That's not legal in Eugene.
It's legal.
No, it is.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Because they don't want. I mean, because you don't want to discriminate between a guy and a girl. Like if a guy can go without his shirt on, then a lady can go without her shirt on.
Ah, yeah.
So that was just.
So
it's-
I'm taking it this restaurant did not have a no shirt, no shoes, no service sign.
No, I don't. It didn't have really anything. It was New Day Bakery where that happened.
Oh,
So it's just like
I mean, I can't really blame her. I mean, there's nothing quite like sitting at home without a shirt on, eating a bowl of cereal. But once again, I'm at home, not in a restaurant. I
I'm at
wouldn't
least
do that
gonna
in
have
a
wife
restaurant.
beater on.
Yeah.
I don't walk.
I don't
around
like
with a
eating
shirt on.
without a shirt on.
no.
Why's that?
I don't know. I've got a lot of chest hair, and I don't want if like food like falls to like have to be
Yeah.
picking out of my chest hair.
Just do it like have like a topless bowl of cereal right before you take a shower, and then you won't have to worry about it.
I haven't done that since I was a kid. Honestly, I probably. I mean, if I'm going to eat something at night or
You're gonna have a
whatever, I'm
shirt
just going
on?
to put a shirt on.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of my body, so I don't take my shirt off much.
I don't really carry around the house.
Yeah,
It's at my home,
I
But
am
I'll put a
too.
wife beater on.
I am too. But
You shouldn't say that. It's
I
not
shouldn't say
PC.
that. Yeah.
no,
I
You just
really
cut
shouldn't.
that out.
everybody knows that's what they're called. I mean, it's
know.
not right.
Thank you,
He shouldn't
Nick.
have said that.
Thank you.
should-
He's a horrible person for saying it.
Yes.
But everybody knows it's what
I
it
mean,
is.
it's like we can't just call it a tank top.
What's a tank top? That's what women wear.
Can we cut that out? Can we get a new guest? Can we have a sub, like a tag? Somebody in?
None of this will air whatsoever. This is going to be a 2-minute episode. This will be like 40 years from now. They'll play this episode after we no longer care what anybody ever thinks of us.
Yes. I'm saying all the wrong things.
It's okay. I've gotten in trouble.
It
several
is
times for saying the wrong thing.
10:37,
It's
by the way.
10:37 now.
Good
So
Lord.
anyway, we still live in what now I'm just declaring. We had the movie Zombieland, so from now on I'm just going to refer to the state of the world as COVID land. That's where we live
Yes.
now. We live in COVID land. So a lot of things different than it has been. We talked about me going on vacation. We didn't really eat out. We just did takeout and stuff like that. Just to be on the safe side. My parents are older. I wasn't staying in a house with them, so I just wanted to play it safe. So everything's a little bit different. And one of the big things is a lot of more people are staying in and watching TV, watching movies and things like that. So I was curious. I thought our listeners might want to hear. Is there anything good? Have you caught anything good? Any new music? Any new TV shows? Any new movies? Movies are not. I just read the other day where there's another movie that I was really looking forward to watching that is now being postponed to next year.
I'll be
So-
honest with you, Nick. I don't watch TV ever.
You
right?
watch sports.
Well, let me go back. I do watch sports. I watch college football. I watch some NFL on Sundays, but
What have you thought about college football season so far, and just sports in general? Because the fans are not there most of the time. I mean, what are your?
I'm just.
Does it feel
I'm
weird?
the
or
guy
are you
that's just. I'm the guy that's just happy to have it.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have something to watch on Saturdays.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
it is. It's just good to have live sports. I feel like. I just feel like there's something about live TV that just makes you feel like even though you're like not necessarily watching it with a bunch of people, you feel like you're connected with a bigger group of people because there's a whole lot of people watching it.
Absolutely.
And it just there's something connective about live sports or live TV or something like that
Never thought of it
that I
that way.
missed.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I'll get on like Twitter and stuff like that while I'm watching like a big game of some sort, and people are tweeting about the game, and so I feel like I'm connected to the rest of the world who's kind of
Absolutely.
yeah. And I really missed when we didn't have any live sports. I really missed that. That was hard.
Oh
Really,
yeah.
really hard.
It was tough.
I don't
Yeah.
watch as much live sports. I just like the first full game I've watched was Alabama's game this Saturday. That's the first full game I've watched.
So what do you actually watch, Quentin?
I put stuff on in the background and like while I'm reading. So I usually like read and sometimes I'm writing.
What do you read?
And different things. I actually read a bunch of comics, honestly. I read a bunch of comic books. I've got a Marvel app that's like $10 a month and I just read a bunch of comics. I'm also reading a couple leadership books and I read some just fiction. So I don't like reading it all like straight. So I'll read one thing one night and then something else the next night and then I'll But I usually do that while I'm watching something. But then if the thing I'm watching like catches my attention, I'll kind of set everything down and like go, oh, I'm in this. And the last thing that did that for me was the Cobra Kai. Like that was the last thing that really
Yeah,
got
you've told me that you really enjoyed that show. Yeah.
my full attention. It was just, I think it was the nostalgia of it, just the like. Man, I loved the movies Karate Kid, the old Karate Kid movies.
Oh,
with
me too.
Miyagi. I mean, they were
Can't beat
just, and Netflix was really smart. They released those movies about 2 months before Cobra Kai was released on Netflix. So like, I'd watched the first two movies and showed my kids, like, you got to see these movies, kids. And then all of a sudden, like Cobra Kai pops up on Netflix, and I was like, man, it was great.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of like really just cool little nods to the originals in that.
That's good.
That I enjoyed.
I like it. Rena, you're kind of the cinephile. I mean, like, there's not many movies you haven't seen, it feels like. Is there anything new lately? What have you really enjoyed? Anything good?
I watched a movie from Japan. I know I just lost everyone's attention with that.
That means I'm going to have to read and watch at the same time.
Yes, but it's so good.
Yeah.
It's called One Cut of the Dead. It is a story about someone making a movie and an actual zombie thing happening, but something happens about 30 minutes in that changes the entire movie. I wanted to turn it off during the first 30 minutes, but out of that, I actually would give it a 10 out of 10. Like, and I don't ever do that. So it was really, really nice and refreshing. It's actually like thinking it was going to be a horror movie, and I actually felt really good after I watched it, which
Oh, cool.
was pretty wonderful.
That's good. That
Did you
sounds
watch
interesting.
that Train to Busan?
Yeah, Train to Busan.
That was good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. I watched that, I guess, a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that Hippo movie that came out?
Okja?
Yeah.
No, but I want to.
I haven't watched that either.
It's not a hippo, though, is it?
It's like a
giant pig or something.
It's like a genetically scientific. It's like a cloned pig type situation.
Yeah. I wanted to watch it. The cast is like really amazing on that. So
The guy that directed it did Parasite that won the Oscar.
Oh yeah, it won Best Picture.
Yeah. So
Cool.
every movie of his
Yeah.
has been wonderful so far. But
Well, I have noticed myself. I've noticed that there's two types of shows that I feel like have really made a comeback lately, and I don't know if it's because it's the way that the ease of filming during COVID or things like that, but game shows have really made a huge comeback,
Heck
which
yeah.
I'm excited. Like there's a new Pressure Luck. Do y'all remember Pressure Luck? No whammy, no whammy, no whammy style, man. That you talk about like an anxiety attack waiting to happen. That that show is crazy. But like Card Sharks, remember Card Sharks? There's a new version of Card Sharks where you like you guess high low.
Oh yeah.
And so like game shows are really really making a big comeback. And I was wondering if you could be on a game show, which one are you picking?
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right would be a blast.
Sorry.
I think I would be on Let's Make
Always
a
wanted
Deal.
to be on.
Oh, Let's Make a Deal
That
would be
seemed
fun.
like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's
It
make a deal.
does.
Would be
And everybody
good.
dressed up.
They did. Everybody dressed in costume. They kind of picked you based on like how good your costume was
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
That
So,
seemed
yeah.
like it was fun.
That would be good. Yeah, I think I would enjoy Let's Make a Deal.
I want us to be a team on the Floor is Lava show. That'd be awesome.
Have you watched The Floor is
Yeah,
Lava?
we will fail miserably.
We will feel horrible.
be awesome, though.
But they'll love
Never
us. We'll
seen
go
it.
viral.
We might have to go to the hospital after too.
Yes.
Some of those things I'm watching, I'm like,
No. But I feel like we are smarter than a lot of the guys that do play The Floor is Lava.
you have to
some
jump sometimes, man.
Yeah, I know, but still, they make horrible decisions. Like a lot of them, I think, make decisions based on like their physical ability. Like they think they're like more physically able than they really are. We would not make those decisions.
No.
We would not make those.
It's like Holio. Have you watched Holio?
Holio?
Is that what it's called?
Holy moly?
Maybe that's it.
Hold on.
The putt-putt
The
show?
Floor is Lava. It just hit me.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It just hit me. Yeah, well, I've watched that. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome,
My
isn't it?
9-year-old daughter loves that. So
Yeah.
we've watched
There's just
that.
one hole in Holy Moly where you have to jump on this shark that's
Oh,
going
yeah.
around.
Yeah. Holy moly's great. I love that show.
There's no way like that. Very rarely is anybody going to do that well.
Here's the thing on that hole with the jump on the shark. Most people, if you notice, they run and they get really tentative and they miss it. I mean, like shows like The Floor is Lava and Holy Moly, you got to commit and go.
Well, that's not good for us.
You got to commit. It can be. It can because one of the reasons it can be because I don't think we're afraid of making fools out of ourselves because
No, but I'm
we've already
afraid of-
done that way too many times
yeah.
anyway.
Well, why do you say that, Q?
Well, I don't know. I got a rebound 3 months ago and dislocated my ankle. Pretty sure
But-
jumping from like some random thing to some
Well, you don't have to worry about that
pyramid or statue and trying to grab hold of it.
you don't
isn't
have to
gonna
worry about
turn
that.
out
But,
well.
but you don't have to
Your
worry about that because
narcissism
the
probably
floor
kicked in.
is what hurt you, and the floor is lava.
It's probably your narcissism. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
So game shows, huge comeback, and I'm loving every minute of it. The match game, I love the match game.
My
Celebrity
daughters are
Family
watching.
Feud. Family Feud's what we should be on. We should. That would be fun.
Yeah.
My daughters are watching Sing It or Sing On. You seen that show on Netflix? A game show.
I don't think I have.
It's like they have 6 people and they have some computer that rates if they sing it on key and on pitch, and they're competing against
Oh,
each
that'd
other.
be cool.
wow.
So
That would be
terrifying.
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, that would be very interesting. I don't think I want to go on it because I don't think I want to know when I'm off pitch.
Yeah.
I have my wife for that to tell me every time I miss a note. But so game shows making a huge comeback. I think the other thing, which it never really left, but I think it's even making a bigger resurgence, are the dating shows. And the dating shows are getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They're absolutely getting ridiculous. Like one of the number one most watched shows on Netflix this year is a show called Love is Blind.
That's why I don't watch
but
shows.
can I say Jason's wife would throw a party every
Absolutely.
Thursday for ladies that my wife attended
Oh.
to watch The Bachelor.
Absolutely. She absolutely loves The Bachelor. She's completely obsessed with it. Yeah,
How does that even
she's-
make sense?
I don't know.
I guess
How
I
do
don't know.
people like our wives?
I feel like people who are only really unhappy in their marriage watch The
That's what
Bachelor.
I feel like. I feel like she's longing for a good date.
Listen,
And
I
she-
did not
that
mean
she
that was
here's
never
the hard
got.
piece of it. And my wife listens to this show, so I know I'm gonna get some grief from this. Okay?
Yeah.
But this, I
Well, I
really
did
don't
know.
understand. So maybe my wife, or maybe somebody out there can help me understand. Like all of our wives love us, which is crazy enough.
Just, yeah, doesn't make any sense.
They love Jesus. they love Jesus.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are in love with Jesus. So how could someone who's in a relationship they love and love Jesus like a show where a guy or a girl is seeing 30 other different of the opposite
It's
sex
so weird.
and dating them at the same time?
Yes, I don't know.
And making out with just about every one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Having
How do
a
they-
little
I don't-
private room time and all
How do
that
they
good
like
stuff.
that?
I
What?
I
know.
I don't get it.
I don't.
Get it.
I know there's something
tried to
in
watch it,
there
I
that's
couldn't.
intriguing to them, and I get it. Like here's the because I know here's the thing. I love Jesus. All right, I love Jesus.
Do you?
I do. I love Jesus, and I watch. Like, started watching Monsterland, which is like this kind of weird pseudo horror show.
Mm-hmm.
It's got crazy stuff in it and really weird people in it. So I get it. Like, but I know what intrigues me to it.
But that's not a reality show.
No,
The
it's
Bachelor
not.
is a
It's not.
reality
That's-
show.
that's
Those
true.
are real people
That's
doing
true.
real actions.
Well, I used to watch Cops. And the part that intrigued me about it was honestly the amount of. I couldn't believe some people would do some of the dumb things they would do.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what drew me to Cops.
Yeah.
Like when they would like act like they're going to run from the cop. Like
Yeah.
run from the cop never really worked. Sometimes, but not a lot, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if our wives are like, the dumbness of their decisions
is.
the
Yeah.
intriguing
It is.
part. I don't know. Maybe because I could at least
Man, no,
understand
people
that.
love a good train wreck,
I
man.
agree.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, you just can't take your eyes away from it. I
And those shows
understand.
are.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
this newest one you're about to talk about really is.
Yes, the Love is Blind show.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so quick premise: two people talk to each other in pods. They basically live in a pod, and they talk to each other in someone else in another pod. They never see each other.
What is
they
a
never
pod?
physically meet. It's basically a little
Sorry.
room. It's just a little room that you kind of
Okay.
dwell in.
Little
during
10 by
the show.
10.
Okay.
Little
Yeah,
10 by
10 by
10.
10. You got like maybe I think it's kind of set up the way you want it. Some have a bed, some have a couch, some have,
Right.
just whatever. And they just talk to somebody in another pod of the opposite sex. And then based on that, they pick one and get engaged before they ever meet.
Bull.
No. No. It's real. And here's the thing about
It's
it.
real, but it's reality
Here's what's
TV.
funny. Here's what's funny. Well, what's the base word of reality there, Jason? Anyway, Susan Moore. But
Blunt County.
But anyway,
Too much hair gel.
Oh. These big city boys, Aniana and Albertville.
that's what they call us, city slickers. We are. But anyway, so based on that, you pick a mate and you get engaged.
What's funny is everybody please don't hate me that are feminists and everything, but everybody's all like, arranged marriage is the worst thing in the world, but let's go watch this show where they make terrible decisions.
Well, that's what's funny about it is like, there's people online like making all these comments like, oh, this show is ridiculous, this is horrible, but those same people are watching it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you not think there's something? Do you not think there's something intriguing about choosing someone to spend your life with without the physically seeing them?
I mean, intriguing to me.
I'm talking just based on their your conversation and their thoughts instead of their physical appearance.
I think it's great. I really do. I think it's great. Here's where I'm at with it. Is the girl that chooses me is going to open the door and leave.
But she can on that show, so you're all right.
Well, I know, but she can as soon as
if she does,
as soon as the camera stop rolling, she can.
If she does, she looks like everybody hates her in the world.
So I'm gonna be like Mr. I mean, she's gonna be like, oh, this is a great guy, great personality. Oh, he even sang to me. Oh, I saw him.
Look. My wife turned that show on for a minute, and we were watching a little bit. I didn't finish it, but I turned that show on, and everybody on there was much more attractive than anybody at this table.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, much more.
Yeah, they're
much more.
So it isn't normal
even more
people.
attractive than Jason. And Jason's an attractive man.
Yeah, so it ain't like normal people, but he's getting old. So it ain't like normal people.
Yeah, I see the bags under his eyes, but that might just because it's late.
That's because it's 11 o'clock at night.
It was like, let's get a bunch of attractive people and do this.
Oh, yeah.
So they stack the deck on that.
Yeah.
So
Which
I
is
got a
funny.
question.
Which is funny. You're doing a show based on personality, and you get a bunch of attractive people. Attractive people don't have to have personalities.
just ask Jason.
No.
We only have 4 minutes left. Can I say something? Can I ask a question?
I would love to hear your question. Yes.
Okay, so I was invited over here, right, to be on this Nick and Q Save the Universe show.
Yes.
I don't see how any of our discussions tonight have actually come to how we actually save the universe. So I don't know what this is. I'm confused.
Well, I mean, I think it's very important
How do we
that you find something good to watch on television. I think that's part
You think that's how we save the universe?
I think that's part of saving the universe.
Okay.
We don't look, Jason. What you've got to come to understand.
I want to know how to save the
Hold
universe.
on. Is it save the universe? Isn't something that you do in just one moment? It's something
here
you
we
do-
go.
It's something you do one step at a time,
Yeah.
day by day.
Okay,
every
I
day.
get it.
Each podcast is a step.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's one. Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't know
only
if
at,
there was
what,
like some
17 now or
specific
something?
question.
We
that-
are laying a path brick by brick.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's though talk about how Jason has saved the universe.
He has.
Talk about how I've saved the universe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've
He
not
has
saved the
he has
universe
saved
at
he
all.
has saved the universe.
He has.
He has an amazing family
He
with
does.
two daughters and a son of his own.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then they have just recently adopted another daughter.
Working
Well,
on it.
They're
Absolutely.
not. And
Well,
we can't talk about her name and everything because all
Yeah.
that isn't finalized.
All that isn't finalized.
But they're
But we're
fostering,
getting there.
they're currently caring for.
fostering to
Yeah.
adopt
Yes.
Yeah.
a young lady, and they also had a 16-year-old
16-year-old kid,
kid
had a rough life.
who's let him come live with them this
Yeah.
last year as well.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, Jason really is a great picture of how to take your everyday life and save some people's universe by living
Yeah.
out your life in a really cool way.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. We are, yeah.
And he's saved our universe by sponsoring the show.
Yes, yes. He's actually,
Oh, did I sponsor
he
it?
actually pledged thousands of dollars to our show tonight.
Oh, great.
So,
I use Harris and Fowler Insurance for
Yes.
all my cars. It's a
Keep
great
saying Harris
insurance
Fowler
company
Insurance, and
that I use for
I
my
will
cars.
definitely be the main sponsor.
but no, I mean, it's great because, that's one of the things that we talk about, talks about a lot in our society is the whole pro-choice, pro-life, and what that means. I think a lot of people not even really sure what that it means, but I don't think there's anything that you can do that is more pro-life than take care of a child that isn't physically your child, but you take on that responsibility and love them and care for them.
That's my wife more than it is me,
Yeah,
by the way.
we know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But we know. But that's. But yeah, I mean, it's just awesome. And then yeah, absolutely.
What does it feel like when you hold that young lady, your foster child that you're looking to adopt? Like when you hold her in your lap, and what do you feel?
Oh my goodness. It's the same feeling that you would have with your kids. There's no difference. She's the same as my biological child. When I get home from school every day, or from work every day, sorry, it's dad, I'm her dad. So it's unbelievable. No better feeling in the world.
Man, that's awesome. That is so cool, and to have that kind of love and to be able to share that love, man, that's what we all need to be doing. The answer to this whole thing, the answer to everything, is love.
Absolutely.
How do we do that? How do we spread that? How do we share that in a way that can change someone's life, that can save the universe? And man, you're doing that, and Q, you're doing that. I mean, I see you doing that all over the place. Man, you're investing.
Oh yeah, he's investing in everybody.
You're a volunteer football coach this year, investing in a bunch of guys' lives, and I think that's just so cool. And just to see, just to see people investing in other people and loving other people, and not, just doing it, not asking. I mean, I think so many times we sit there and we go, well, why should I do this or why should I do that, or maybe I need to pray about this or pray about that, and instead just doing it.
Just doing
just doing something, and.
Can I bring us home on like the TV thing with what you're talking about, Nick?
I can't wait for this. Yes, absolutely.
I think, look, TV, we can watch too much TV as a culture.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no question that.
Absolutely.
We can like zone out on it. We can be very selfish in it. Mm-hmm. The best TV I've watched over the last year has not been necessarily the shows I've wanted to watch. It's been who I've watched them with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think if I could tell anybody out there, like, find a show that you can watch with your spouse or a friend or your kids and enjoy the moment. One of my greatest experiences the last couple of months is watching Hamilton with my oldest daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And her just, like, soaking that in, and it wasn't about, I mean, Hamilton's great, but it was
your oldest daughter, she's loves some musical theater right now. She's really into that.
Yeah. That, but it was just enjoying that moment with her and sitting beside her and being in a moment with her where we're experiencing something new together. Yeah, that was really great.
And I think that's why me and my wife have been drawn to the game shows and the reality shows and stuff like that, because you don't have to like zone in on it. You can actually laugh with each other and point out the ludicrousy of it with each other and stuff like that. So it really makes it enjoyable. Yeah, I mean, me and my wife's TV time or movie time or whatever that is, that I know Jeff, you and your wife are in the same way a lot. That's our time together. We enjoy that, and so it really is a whole lot less about what you're doing than it is who you're doing it with.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So, man, we hope that you find somebody to experience life with in a way that changes them and it also changes you. That's what we hope. And as much as Jason and his wife are changing this little girl's life, they're changing theirs. She's changing theirs as well. So, I think that's awesome when you can find those relationships in your life that you're impacting in such a way that it just impacts you right back.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool.
Jeff Arena completes me.
I love Jeff too.
There is a part of my soul in Arena that I will never get back.
Jeff, Jeff, before will you sing just a little bit for us before we get off?
Hey, we got to get out of here, but we got a big announcement. All right, so our next episode that will not be recorded after 10 o'clock at night is going to be something really cool. All right, so next time the episode, instead of Nick and Q save the universe, it will be Nick and Q debate the universe. All right, so we need some questions for our debate. We are going to go full out debate, suit, tie, bringing it all to the max, and I'm going to take Q down. Basically, I'm going to destroy him with my words and my vocabulary. And
I will win. The things I say will be great.
Yeah. So some of you out there that know us who may know some things that we disagree on, those would make great questions. Otherwise, we'll just have to pretend that which it actually isn't. Unfortunately, it isn't a lot. We actually agree on a lot of things, but there are some things that we definitely disagree on.
You definitely disagree on a lot of things. Yeah.
So I'm thinking some comic book questions would be great because we definitely disagree on a lot of that stuff as well.
It's true.
So yeah, it ought to be very interesting. So we need your questions. You're going to be seeing some campaign ads come out in the coming week. It ought to be very, very interesting. And I'm guessing it will be just as good, if not much better, than the first debate that we saw. But I saw a tweet the other day that the second presidential debate is just going to be a fist fight in a Chili's parking lot.
If they could just do the debate from a Waffle House restaurant, it would be perfect.
I think it would be great. Just the waiters and waitresses just walking through. You hear them yelling in the background. Yeah. I think it would be perfect. I think it would be very fitting for this year. Hey, Jason, we want to thank you so much for joining us.
So glad to be here.
Thank you so much for being here and letting us. It has passed 11 o'clock.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man,
guys, I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. Thank
Yes.
you.
I love your podcast.
allowing
I've
us
listened
to make.
I know you've got 17 of them out
Yeah,
at this point.
you've listened to half
I've
of one
listened to
episode.
one.
Half of one episode.
So
Yeah.
I've enjoyed.
Well, it takes a lot of time to fix your hair.
It does. I'll be honest.
Put the
It
AirPods
takes
in
some-
while you're fixing your hair and listen to a podcast. That should be about right.
Yes, I
about
will do
30-minute
that.
30 minutes.
episode.
After
Yeah.
tonight, I will
that should make
definitely do
sense.
that.
Yeah, that
I
would
didn't realize how much work it took to get this thing done. So I promise you, I will appreciate these podcasts.
Now that you know
moving
how
Your
much
wife
effort-
dresses you anyway, so you don't have to worry about that piece of it.
No, she doesn't. She does not dress.
Just
me.
like hanging on the doorknob like when you get up.
She does do everything for the most part. You're pretty right on that. Spot on. All right. Well, I've enjoyed it.
We have
you.
enjoyed having you. Hey, on behalf of our amazing producer, Jeff Arena, that is Q. I am Nick. Once again, the universe is a safe place to live. You're welcome.